Good day, Worcester County, and I'm Carol Jenkins-Pike here with you today again for some more yoga. And if you've kind of slipped and not been doing your physical exercise, don't worry. You can rekindle that flame. And we're getting such a beautiful spring-like into summer seasonal weather, so you can do your yoga outside. So let's get started. We're going to start with chopping wood. Some of you are familiar. Feet a little wider than hip width apart. Arms up above, thumbs crossed, palms together, and the sound is ha. And just let it out as you bend the knees and come back down. So here we go. On the count of 3. Satu, dua, tiga. Ha. That's 1. Ha. That's 2. Ha. That's 3. Let me hear you. Ha. That's 4. You're on your own for 5. Good. And let's lift up. Good. And we'll take the right arm down by your side. Take a nice side stretch over to that right side. Look up toward the ceiling or the sky and switch the other side. Good. Really reach and come back. So let's do chair pose, but we'll do it with cat and cow. So feet are hip width apart. This you can do in the shower in the morning. It's good for just more warming up the body with the shower behind you. And hands on the knees here with the thighs. And we're going to round the spine into your cat. And inhale, shine the heart forward. And come into your dog tilt or cow. And then do that a couple of times. Very nice. Warming up that spine. Great. So remember to do this every day. And we'll come back to standing. Now we just, if you have a strap today, it will be good to use. Maybe you just want to use a tie. And maybe you don't have one, and that's okay. So we're going to have our feet hip width apart here. Lift the arms up. We just did one stretch to begin with. We're going to do another one. So root down through the feet and take that nice side stretch again. Good. And inhale to come up and over to the other side. Let's do one more. Really root down. So we're coming over to that right side right now with the left foot really grounded into the earth. And inhale to come up and exhale over to the left. Ground that right foot and come back up and release. One more before we come down to meditation. Let's take our volcano breath, the favorite. Feet hip width apart and wider, much wider in fact, and toes slightly out. So here we go. Inhale, take it up, and I want to hear that breath. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. And one more time, take it a little deeper if you can. Inhale and exhale. Great. And from here, heel toe back in, and we'll take our seat for meditation. If you have a cushion, feel free to use that. A block will work. And come into your seat of honor, as I say sometimes. If you can do at least 5 minutes a day, and you don't get to the practice of yoga, meditation is yoga in itself. And if you have been like me, we have an emotional sea of right now. Some days they're good, and some days they're not so good. And I'll tell you a secret. A couple of days ago, I found myself on the grass with my robe, sobbing, crying, just letting everything release. And if you have to do that too, that's okay. There are times of joy too, elation, and that is seeing the flowers bloom for me in the garden. Taking that time to be outside. Taking the skipping rope again and skipping outside. Boy, that's a workout. So remembering to keep the issues in the tissues. Out of the tissues, I mean. In opening the body, making space. Wow. So, a little quote from Thich Nhat Hanh before we take our seat. Waking up this morning, I see the blue sky. I join my hands in thanks for the many wonders of life, for having 24 brand new hours before me. The sun is rising, The forest becomes my awareness, bathed in sunshine. So with that dedication, coming back to our practice, let's bring the hands to the knees or thighs. We'll do the three-part breath here with the reminder that you can use your hands if you need to breathe in. So we're breathing into the belly, we're breathing into the rib cage, we're breathing up to the collarbones, imagine right up here, and then letting the breath release you. So we just did volcano breath. So what we'll do with this breath is keep it inside. So you'll breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. So closing the eyes or coming to a soft gaze. Inhale to the belly area. Inhale to the rib cage a little more. Inhale up to the collarbones and exhale through the nostrils. I'll do it one more time with you with the hand movement to remind you. Inhale through to the belly. Inhale through to those rib cage and up to the collarbones and release back down. One more on your own. So bringing our hands to the heart with gratitude that we have this practice, bringing ourselves back into that mind of mind-body soul connection or spirit connection, whatever you feel. And I'll ring the bell to begin our practice today. So with dedication, coming back to your mat, maybe it's been a few days, make your own intention for your practice today. The word I say sometimes at the beginning, obviously I do at the end. Namaste. I'm so glad you're with me. And let's begin on our backs today. So we're going to come into constructive rest, block to the side. Bring yourself down onto the earth. We're going to open up the heart with a few moving bridges. Setu Bandhasana. So feet are planted. Have your strap close by. Maybe on the right side, come down onto the earth and really feel the connection with earth here. Palms down. Connect all 10 toes toward the earth. Maybe the heels come a little closer to the buttocks, maybe they're further away at this time. We're still warming up. Without moving your head now, with the head looking up toward the ceiling and with the eyes closed or a soft gaze, let's start to lift the hips up with the hands behind you and then slowly bring the hands back down again. We're going to do 5. So here we inhale, here's the second one. And exhale as you bring the hands back down. That's 2. And maybe you can take it a little deeper or a little higher as we go through. This is our third one. Remember you're exhaling on that way down. And inhale. And exhale. Last one all together. And inhale. And exhale. So leaving that left foot grounded, draw the right knee in toward the chest, hug it in, have your strap close by. If you haven't got a strap, you can always hold behind the thigh here and extend the leg. So dedication to hug those muscles to the bones. So lifting up, this is a dedication to open the hips too. And we're doing it at the beginning of class, so do not worry. Maybe it's a small movement for you. So drawing in, and you're going to be lengthening the leg out to the side with the breath. Breathing in. Maybe you turn the head the opposite way. And inhale to come back up. And release. Remember, you can always extend that bottom leg too. Other side. Left knee in toward the chest, a little over to the left shoulder. Good. And then we'll take the strap around the ball of the foot. Extend up. Really hug those muscles through to the bones here. Maybe your leg is further down. That's okay. And from here, Flex the toes with intention. And on the exhale, opening the hip to the left. Now this is a pose you can do at the end of class, maybe after Shavasana, just to see if there's any difference between the left and the right and before and after your practice. And lift up, release the strap, expand out right now, point those toes, longest you've been all day maybe, and then draw the knees into the chest, and we'll come around to all fours. So making your way around to your table. Now we did a few cat and cows earlier, we'll do a couple more here now. So inhale to look and open with that dedication from the heart, and exhale, drawing in, and inhale, really pressing lightly into the earth here, and exhale, curling the toes like I have if you like. One more time, and inhale, maybe it's a small movement, maybe you're able to really stretch that front body, shoulders away from the ears, and then round the spine, there's an expansion here, and then come back to natural movement here. Now we'll do a few hip, from here we're going to do some core work. Feel free to just stay in your extension, spinal extension. So we'll take the right arm forward today, left leg back. Stay here, really dorsiflex that foot if you can. On the exhale, draw the elbow in and extend out. And second one, draw in. Doesn't matter if you don't touch, it's fine. And from that third one, we will come into child's pose, everyone. Know that you can always come here for at any time in your practice. Softening into the back body. Coming back up. Ready to take the other side. Left arm forward and right leg back. Hugging into that midline. And drawing in and extending out. And there's an exhale and an inhale. Now we will revisit this a little later. You're always welcome to come back to this pose on your knees. From here, first downward facing dog. Most of you know my thoughts on down dog. Wonderful pose, stretching the front body, stretching the back body. So here we go. Curl the toes under. Lift the knees 1 inch from the floor. Draw that belly in and up. And then start to lift the hips up. Maybe you widen the feet. Maybe you walk your dog. Good. We'll do a lion's breath here. Remember, stick the tongue out and roar. Let go of anything you need to today. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want to hear you. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, and then tiptoe, use those steps to come to the top of the mat. Sway a little from side to side. Good. And bring the hands to the hip crease, roll the shoulders, and start to find your way up to your mountain. So we'll do a couple of sun salutations without the blocks, just so that we can move the body a little more right now. So inhale halfway to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold to the earth. Come up halfway, hands to the shins. Don't worry if your hands don't touch the floor. This is fine. Exhale, soften. Let's take the left leg back behind us. Good. Into your lunge. Don't worry if the hands, if you can, spider fingers. My teacher, Todd Norian, says these are eagle talons. Let's take the knee down, sweep the arms up. We'll take our twist. Hands to the heart, and bring that left elbow over to your twisted position here. Good. Breathing in easy, and then frame the foot. Bring your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Lovely. Inhale through to plank. Breathing easy here. Doming the shoulders, pressing lightly with the heels. Knees, chest, chin. Down onto the earth. One baby cobra today, so hands to the lowest ribs. Inhale to lift. Exhale to soften. Press back through onto your knees, down dog, or through plank. Curl the toes, lift up, and into your down dog. And then gently walk toward the top of the mat. Sweep the arms out, and exhale to the heart. And release. So let's take our walking meditation once again to the other side of the mat with dedication to really find connection, find that present moment. Walking through, spreading the toes, really lengthening up from the crown and to the other side of the mat to find mountain. Solid, rooted mountain. Dedication to this very foundational pose. Inhale halfway. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale to come up. Halfway. Exhale. Let's take that right leg back behind you. Right knee down. Sweep the arms up. Hugging to the midline even here, hands to the heart to take your twist the other way. Good. Twisting away from the front thigh if possible. From here, framing the foot once again. Let's come straight to plank if you can this time. If not, go through down dog into your plank. Here's the plank here. Really press lightly into the earth, but you have the armpits raised. And from here, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Always drawing those elbows into the body. Sweeping through, ready for baby cobra. Inhale, exhale. Bringing yourself back to downward facing dog, all the way back. Now this time, instead of walking forward, we will walk the hands back to the feet. Heel toe the edges of the feet to the mat. Clasp the hands behind you at the sacrum. Keep the knees soft and lift the arms up and over. Maybe you want to move the head a little, just softly. Maybe the hands stay right here on the sacrum, that is fine. You're working with that shoulder opener. And then from here, heel toe back in. Let's take the first 2 fingers around the big toe, thumbs on top of the toenail. Soften into that forward fold. You can have the chest on the thighs and the knees as soft as you like. Let the head go. And then bring the hands to the hip crease. Roll the shoulders and inhale to come up. So let's do our shaking here. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. And inhale and exhale. Now your turn. Great. I can hear you. Okay, so we're going to take Parsvakonasana today, side angle. So I'm going to invite you to bring a block, or not, it's up to you. We'll take the right foot forward, the left foot back, and bring the block behind. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's do in front. So I'm going to bring the block like this. So when I bend my knee from Warrior 2, I will have a clear line down the shin here. So first of all, find your 5-pointed star. Inhale, we'll do the one Parsvakonasana with the hand on the thigh to begin with. So from here, lift the toes, find that determination and that dedication in your practice. Open the arms to Virabhadrasana 2. Good. This is a majestic, powerful pose here. And bring the left hand to the hip, the right hand lightly forward, but there's a lightness with the elbow on the thigh. Roll the left shoulder back, sweep the left arm up to the sky, and then take it overhead. Good. No weight there on that elbow. Breathing easy, and come back to Warrior 2. Now this time, we'll do a little differently. Palms face forward. Okay, from here, you're going to just tilt. Take that hand, that right hand down to the block. It might be higher than I have it. And then sweep the top arm up to the sky. And this arm up and over. What a beautiful stretch it is. Side angle. dedication to our practice. Smiling faces, heart lifted toward the ceiling or the sky. Press the feet into the floor, inhale, and come back to your Virabhadrasana 2. And inhale to come up. Switch the feet. Again, 5-pointed star here. Heel in line with the back arch. Maybe the block is in front if you want to use it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to use elbow on the thigh twice. So sweep the arms again, lift the toes, draw everything in, and open up to your warrior 2. Beautiful warrior, heart lifted. Right hand to the hip this time, left hand like elbow to the thigh. Keep that right shoulder open, sweep the top arm up to the ceiling and over the head. Breathing easy. Spinning the heart once again toward the ceiling. Now there's a really lovely line from the right fingers to the right heel. And then back into warrior 2. And inhale to come up. It's a deep hip opener too. Good job we did our hip opener to begin with, right? Okay, second one. Inhale. Palms face forward. And bend that front knee. Good. And then just gently tilt. Tilt the hand down. It's a plumb line into the earth, as it were, and one up to the sky. And extend up. Wonderful. Breathing easy. And then press the feet into the floor and come back up. Very nice. Let's take one wide angle forward fold. You can bring your block with you if you like. Pigeon toe the feet in. We'll take the hands behind the back today, if that works for you. Lift the heart first, lift the toes, determination, dedication, and then toes down and fold forward. Lifting the arms maybe up and over, maybe the head comes to the block. Breathing easy. Release the hands back to the earth. Good. And from here, let's heel toe back into your forward fold. Block to the side. Hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders and lift to come up. Now we haven't done any chair poses as we do in yoga. So let's take a chair pose into a balance. A little balance, don't worry, not a big one. So we'll sweep the arms behind us, feet are hip width apart. You can always do this with the block if you want to. To take your first chair. Chair pose, lift the belly, side body long, and fingertips, pinkies forward and thumbs back. Hands to the heart. Now if you have a block, let it come to the side because we're going to do a balance now. So sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale. Find your powerful pose. This is called powerful pose. Chair pose. From here, bring the hands to the heart. Root down through that left leg. Lift the right leg into one-legged mountain. Flex the toes. Now if you need to step back, feel free with the foot down into warrior 1. Otherwise, take that leg back. Step it back. Sweep the arms up. Warrior 1. Nice. Taking it into eagle. Right arm underneath. Maybe you have this stage. And step up to one-legged mountain once again. Touch the floor if you need to. And then wrap the thighs or bring the foot to the floor. Hug in. Balance. And release. Let's do the other side. So, feet are hip width apart. Sweep the arms back behind you. Sit back in your chair. Hands to the heart to plug into that golden midline. Root down through that right leg. Left leg is going to lift. Take the ball of the foot off the earth. Find your balance. Root down through that right leg. Softly breathe. Take that leg back to warrior 1. Remember, we don't want to be on a tightrope. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Now it's the left arm underneath. Left arm underneath, backs of the hands, gently clasping. Root down through both feet. You're going to take the weight onto the right leg and lift up. Good. And into your eagle on this side. pointing or hooking the foot. And release. Good. And then just shake it all out. Wonderful. So we're going to be coming back down now from the top of the mat. And we'll start off with our mound tip. Sweep the arms up. Exhale forward, forward to the earth. Walk your way back to your downward facing dog. Great. You can walk your dog if you like. Let's come into plank one time. Inhale through to plank. Maybe you can lift that right leg off the earth. Maybe you can lift the left leg off the earth. Maybe you can lift both. No, I'm only joking. You couldn't do that, I don't think, unless you were superhuman. And then come down to your knees. Now we're going to repeat that flow in and extend up. So remember, you have this as an option as you draw in and extend out 3 times. Or if you'd like to do it through, down from downward facing dog. A little bit of core work, we'll do it together. So finding your connection through the earth here, lifting the hips up, left foot to the midline, right leg back behind you. Good, stretch it up, in a spiral that back leg so the knee faces the earth. Draw the knee to the nose and sweep it back up. Knee, now the right knee to the left elbow and sweep it back up. Right knee to the right elbow, flex the foot and sweep it up and come down into your child's pose momentarily. Let's take the other side. Sweeping the right foot into the midline, left leg back up. And knee to nose, cheetah, and sweep it up. Left knee to the right elbow, and sweep it up. Left knee to the left elbow, flex the foot, and sweep it up. Now you deserve one more child's pose, and release. Good. Silence is golden sometimes, isn't it? Ah. Onto your belly. Okay. Clasping the hands behind your back. We'll do a cobra here with the legs firmly rooted, feet firmly rooted down here. So from the forehead to the earth, lift the heart, lift the arms maybe back behind you, and let's take it from here into more of a locust. And lift the legs. Good. Breathe and fold. Make a pillow for the head. Breathing in, breathing out. And switch. Good. Okay, so I said it was a hip opener, dedication to pigeon, the yoga way, yogic way. So bring yourself up to all fours. We'll start with the right knee outside the right wrist, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. It took me ages to learn that, but that's the official Sanskrit word. So right knee over, outside the right wrist, left leg back behind you. Lift the heart here. King pigeon, well actually proud pigeon this one. If you want a little more, you can always take the right hand into the center and find that left foot here, drawing in. From here, make sure you've got space in front of you. Knee is at 2 o'clock, somewhat, 3 o'clock if you like. You have more flexibility. Come into your Sphinx arms and then soften into that pose. Breathing in and breathing out. This is where the teacher tells a little story, and I'm just going to say to you, we are all connected to that greater energy, whatever that greater energy is for you. And this is what's so wonderful about yoga. It takes you from the sympathetic nervous system, that fight-flight, opens the body, and then when you finish your practice, you are in your parasympathetic, the calm, relaxing part of the body. And gently come back up, and then come onto the right hip, and bring that left leg round. Bring the right foot in. Let's take the strap around the ball of the foot, and inhale to lift up. Exhale to fold. Take your time. If you want to take a little longer, feel free. Breathing in, breathing out. Now you can always take the right hand around to take a bit more of a twist and soften that way. And coming back up, release the strap. Draw that right knee in. Take it up and over. Another twist here. Left arm around, right arm sweeps, and into your twist to the right side. Beautiful. Don't worry about the head. The head can go wherever you feel. If you can, turn it a little more, but be safe with that cervical spine. And back to center. We've got the other side to do. So, gracefully come into your all fours once again. Left knee outside the left wrist. To 10 o'clock or so. Right leg back behind. You can always take a little peek. Sometimes it goes one side or the other. We want it straight back from the hip. From here, find that proud pigeon. And if you want a little more, feel free to find the foot if that's in your practice here. And release. Sphinx arms. And then soften down into your Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Remember, we hold a lot of fear in those hips. And it's important to release into this pose. So first, just allow the breath to breathe you. Maybe you take a deeper breath in this pose. Making your way back up. Come onto that left buttock, bring the right leg around. Again, Janushirshasana, which means head to knee. Strap around the ball of the foot. If you don't have a strap, you can always take those spider fingers or eagle talons down to your pose. Remember, dedication propels you forward in your destiny. That's according to one of my teachers. And fold over with that dedication. Good. Softening to the earth. Again, if you want a little more, left hand around the outside to take a little more twist. And then back up. Take the strap to the side. Bring the knee up over the top. Wrap the right arm around. I'm going to face away from the camera now. So up and open to that left side. Really flexing the right toes. Breathing in, breathing out. Drawing that twist. Remember, twists are good for detoxing the body. And then bringing yourself back. Almost done, right? So let's take ourselves down. One vertebrae at a time, or just come down onto your mat. All the way. All the way, and stretch out once again. Really lengthen, lengthen. Knees into the chest. Rock a little. From side to side. If you'd like a little happy baby, you know, you can bring the hands around. This is called dud bug pose too. And just take it into a little rocking happy baby. And then bring yourself into diamond. Connecting to the earth. Bringing the legs long, maybe to the edges of the mat, arms out to the side. Letting go. Dedicated to that release and surrender. Now you're welcome to stay here. I'm going to come up and just finish up the practice. It's good to be here at least 5 minutes if you can. You can come up when you're ready. Come around to your seat once again. If you're still in your Shavasana, feel free to hear the words once again. From Thich Nhat Hanh. Doesn't matter when you're practicing this, even if it's in the evening. Waking up this morning, I see the blue sky. I join my hands in thanks for the many wonders of life, for having 24-hour, brand new hours before me. The sun is rising. The forest becomes my awareness. bathed in sunshine. I can see the sunshine shining from your heart right now. So as we conclude, the light in me honors the light in you. Hear the bell 3 times.